Today is the first annual conference of the Partners in Prevention program.
Today is about bringing members of the prevention community, coalitions, and even schools and colleges here today to talk about underage alcohol use as well as substance abuse, and getting participants to learn about theories in prevention, most importantly environmental strategies.
We're a task group who is under the Drug and Alcohol Subcommittee, and it's one of the first times that we have a group of local prevention providers operating in linkage with each other to provide prevention education, as well as other advocacy type programs and community-based programs here.
The tables that we have here today set up the resources that we have for Suffolk County, all different educational programs, parent, community, individual prevention activities that can be, most of them are free of charge to local areas.
The Prevention Resource Center, which is an organization that really networks the majority of us and is a huge information center regarding prevention in the area of substance abuse for really all of us.
This was a great experience for me. I've worked many years on the treatment provider side of the community. And so I've always been interested in prevention because a lot of times I get to see clients who fail to take in those preventative measures that we talked about today. So today was a really empowering experience to come here and see how we as a community and on a state and a county level come together to better serve our young adults.
Well, we wanted them to understand that it's not a one-person event or a one-shot deal that is going to make a difference in changing norms around the county. We really wanted people to understand that it isn't the responsibility of the school or the parents alone to foster really good living skills, healthy living skills among children and adolescents, and that it really is a partnership that is required to do that.
We had several breakout groups. The community-based breakout group was making actions in mobilization in the communities, using environmental strategies. The family was about talking about families, how getting parents involved, and how families play an important role in preventing underage drinking and drug abuse for adolescents.
Well, what I picked up was that I came here and the resources are incredible, which I wasn't privy to before. So I walked away with a lot of materials that I can bring back to work and a lot of materials that I can bring back to home for discussion.
This morning we had a keynote speaker, Dr. Ken Winters, who has done a research-based program called Teen Intervene, which is a 3-session program that many of our providers are trained in. It's very effective in intervening with young people to help them network, to listen to them, find out what their difficulty is, and to network them to resources within the community. So there are several providers that are there.
Dr. Winter's presentation at the Brookhaven Town Hall was amazing. The way he gave his information to the group that was here today was something that parents can wrap their arms around. He addressed the development of the adolescent brain in such a way that made it very clear that we need to raise our standards in how we handle underage drinking. That it's extremely important that we raise those standards, have law enforcement behind us, and use those funding dollars to have our communities raise healthy youth.
Well, this morning's piece by Dr. Winters was particularly informative for the overview of how the brain develops and the lifespan and that. And I also sat in on the family session, and we talked about assets and values and protective factors, and that was just interesting as a parent myself, you know, as a good refresher as to what we need to be doing on the home front.
The prevention providers, we were all doing different work in different areas of the county, and we came together to make a collaborative effort that we can all work together.
Well, one message I think is important is that in order to deal with a complex problem, you have to have numerous organizations working together, and that includes law enforcement, prevention, schools, judiciary, faith-based, to come together and comprehensively put together a plan to deal with the problem in the area. Again, underage drinking is a complex problem, and it requires a unified response, a coordinated response.
So what we're doing here together is really trying to give information to everyone regarding evidence-based programming that's effective in the area of prevention, especially in the area of substance abuse prevention. And that's what the day is about.
For more information about prevention in Suffolk County, contact the Prevention Resource Center at area code 631-608-5014 or go to their website, www.liprc.org.